All right, hey everybody. Welcome to the first Twitch live stream for 109 Below regarding Code 3. This is going to be kind of a weekly thing where it's an interactive Q&A type session. We'll be showing a little bit of what we've got developed, what's new, what we've been working on, and hopefully we can work a little bit better with the community to get the game going forward and back on track. So I'm going to start with some of you guys might be wondering what happened with the Kickstarter. We did fairly well considering all the resources and things that we put into the Kickstarter. We may have set the goal a little bit too high, but we got about a quarter of the way there, and we're really thankful that some of you, or potentially most of you that are here right now, donated to the Kickstarter. Even though we didn't get any money from that, we've learned a little bit from it. Moving forward, we're going to try to focus a little bit less on the financials and more on what we can do with what we have. That being said, and part of the reason that I started a little bit late here is the new website that we have up. I'm going to see if I can get it to come up right now. Yeah, so it looks like we're having still a little bit of issues here. Let's see if I can try and restart this. Okay. So the website's not showing right now. However, we have updated the website. The biggest update that you guys will notice is that there's a pre-order page now on the Buy Code 3 tab. So if you go to 109below.com, or if you go to the website c3.gg is also our website, you click on Buy Code 3 and it's going to take you to let me just switch back here. It's going to take you to a pre-order page. And basically the way that we've set this up is it's similar to the Kickstarter. We're going to have a lot of the same, almost all of the same things available that were available on the Kickstarter. You can pre-order a key. You can pre-order a key with a t-shirt. You can get discounts on a bundle of keys. And there's also some limited special pre-orders, such as having your picture in a level, having a character created in your likeness and placed in one of the levels. And if any of you out there have a bunch of money floating around and you feel like really supporting Code 3 and getting it developed a little bit quicker, there's also an option for a sponsorship. So all of those are there. They are functioning. We've gone through a third-party marketplace to make sure that all the payments are safe. So if anyone feels like pre-ordering, we're not pressuring anyone. You can pay either through PayPal or through Stripe. All payments will be processed through them. Your information will be completely safe, and it's basically just a way to kind of continue what we offered on the Kickstarter. We thought since people weren't able to get those packages that we were going to continue to offer them up until the early access release on Steam. So along with that, one other thing that we've decided to change, it's something that we've been thinking about for a while now, is that we have decided to donate 10% of all of Code 3 profits, and that donation is going to go to various police charities. We haven't decided at this point which charities we're going to support. Some of that may depend on the type of funding that we get. However, we thought it was important to kind of give back. Being a police officer myself, and with a lot of people that are helping out with this project being law enforcement or law enforcement personnel, we thought it was a good thing to do, especially with everything going on now, to give back to the people that help make this game, and especially those that are in need right now. So this is the first time that we've been announcing it, but just to recap, it's 10% that we're going to be giving of the profits, and that's going to be pre-orders, Steam orders, basically any profits that we gain from Code 3 going on into the future. So we wanted to share that with you guys here first. I'm sure a lot of you guys are hoping to get a little bit of a preview of some of the gameplay. We have still been working on it, and there has been development continuing since the Kickstarter. We didn't just ditch the project. However, one of the things that we were looking for through the Kickstarter was a funding to kind of bolster our equipment, make it a little bit easier for development. Right now, some of the development takes quite a bit of time because of issues with processing power and our ability to kind of deal with the code that we've created. So we will optimize that throughout the process. However, at this point, we were really looking to speed up the process so we can bring the game out to you guys quicker. We have gotten over that hurdle. Currently have some PC parts that will be installed shortly, maybe within the next few days. That's something that I may stream. I may show you guys a little bit of that. It's a water-cooled setup, and we've got a new processor, a new motherboard. We're going to be putting those in, and that should speed up development times drastically. So, and in case I forgot to mention, this will be a weekly live stream with updates. However, there may be some gaming content. I may be on here playing a game every now and then, or showing some tech content, like working on the computer or things along those lines. So we will make everyone aware of the next live streams that are coming up, and we'll post that on our social media. We'll post that on our website. But in between here and there, you guys may see us, on here just messing around, having a good time, or researching some stuff, potentially even developing the game a little bit. So with that being said, I'm gonna, unless there's any questions about what I've discussed so far, I'm gonna get onto a little bit of gameplay. Again, this really hasn't been optimized to a level where obviously we're looking to release the game, but we're going to show you a little bit of a level that's been in one of the videos already, and we'll run through it real quick with what we've got so far. Again, excuse the lighting. There's a lot of development that still needs to go into this, but here's a little teaser of what we've got. Alright, so you guys might recognize this level. This was in one of our promotional videos. It's a residential level. It has a dynamic day-night cycle. There's a lot we can do with this. This is just a basic setup we have right here. And the call that we're going to here is a call from a male caller who stated there's a couple of men that have broken into his house, and that's all we've got so far. So me and the partner, we're going to go check this out. Burglary in progress. So here we go. In case you guys haven't seen it before, this is the work in progress menu that we got. So a few options to change: texture quality, turn the shadows off in case you're having some issues running the shaders. We're going to leave everything on just normal settings. And here we go. Alright, so we're going to have a... excuse me, I got to click into the program. It might fire for me. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we're going to have our partner follow us. We're going to approach the house. I Might Belly. Thanks for the follow, man. Really appreciate it. Got a light on this shotgun, we're going to turn that on. Gonna stack up on this door. Take a look inside the window real quick. Alright, we don't see anything, we don't hear anything. Got crickets in the background. So we are going to make entry. And again, there's a lot of lighting issues still going on, so excuse all that. This is not a final product, in case we didn't mention that before. Alright. We have our partner cover over here. We're going to check around this corner. Not hearing anything. Since we're close quarters, we're going to switch back to the pistol. And I'm going to check out the basement real quick. Oh, we see someone. Alright. Got one suspect down. You guys can't see the full the GUI right now, but that's something we'll have to fix for future streams. We did take damage there, and as you can see, we've got the ragdoll function working. The suspect has fallen down the stairs, which was a nice little touch. Got some blood spots on where he took damage, so we can see where we're hitting him. Clear the rest of the basement. Alright, looks good. Alright, we're going to test out the M4 now. And I might have a hint of where the next guy is at, so we're going to look in here. No, he's not in the bathroom. He's not over here. There might be someone right here. Let's take a look. Alright, second suspect is down. As you can see, our partner engaged in that one. He had a little bit better view of what's going on. So he may have taken that one down himself. Yeah, man, this is, I'm the primary dev on this one, so thank you, man, I really appreciate that. Thanks, Epsy. So you can see he took a few headshots here, got a gut shot, and he ragdolled as well. He's kind of in an awkward stance right now. We might work on that a little bit further, but as you can see, I can push him. He still ragdolls a little bit, which is kind of cool. One other feature that we haven't really shown off in any of the videos so far is our windows are all breakable, and wasn't the easiest thing to code. It was a little bit of a challenge, but I think it was kind of worth it. So say we had come around the back and been looking for this guy. You can break the window, all the glass will fall to the ground. Oh, gotta reload. And we can get some nice shots through to the fence, or if we saw him in here, we could shoot through to him. So, alright, so we've taken down the two suspects. I'm gonna have my partner hold down here while I clear the rest of the house. He's going to hold the bottom of the stairwell. We're going to go upstairs. Haven't really shown this yet, but you can actually pick up an AK in this game. So we're going to use the AK, although it's a little bit goofy. We're going to hold this AK, clear the rest. Alright, he's not in this room. And we never know. There might still be someone left in the house. We have to clear the rest of the house, so we know the caller's in here somewhere. They said he was in a bedroom, so he might be in this bedroom. Alright, so we found the caller. We still don't know it's him for sure, but we're going to handcuff him. So we got that basic animation going right now. He's handcuffed, and from there we can have him follow us out, and we've cleared the rest of the house. So that was just a basic preview. I just want to give you guys a rundown through a basic level, very basic level. Again, there's lots of variations we can have to this. There's a lot of different changes we're going to make to this, but this is where we're at right now. So we're going to pause it, and we're going to switch back. Sorry, I've been kind of neglecting the chat a little bit here. Catch up for a second here. Good glass sounds. Thanks. So a lot of the audio is still being worked on. Obviously, with what's going on around the world right now, the thing that shall not be named, we're having some issues with voice acting. Getting people in close quarters and stuff like that. But we're still working on scripts. There's a lot of audio that still needs to be put into the game. We've got some in right now. Some are just placeholders, so some of the things that you may have seen may not have exactly synced up exactly right, some of the reloads and stuff like that. But we are gonna get all that recorded ourselves. We've got studio equipment ready for it, so it's gonna be some authentic audio that we're gonna put in there. And again, our goal is to get this to early access on Steam, which means even once we release it on Steam, we're going to continue to develop and add things. So this is a very, very rough version of the game right now, but we want to give you guys a little bit of a sneak preview of what's going on with it. So sharpness and contrast is good. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. The lighting still needs a lot of work, and with the new CPU, we're going to be able to fly through that quite a bit quicker. One of the hardest things right now is adjusting the lighting. We need to bake the lighting directly into the game, and in order to do that, it has to calculate all the different bounces that the light's going to take. This is so that when people play the game, they don't have to directly process every single bounce of light. However, when we're processing it on the front end, every time we tweak something or every time we do something, we have to rebake it. So we're going from a 4-core 8-thread CPU to a 16-thread 16-core 32-thread CPU. So that should drastically increase the productivity through just the amount of waiting that we had to do before once we changed something with the lighting. So what engine? No, I didn't mention before. We're using Unity for this. So it's a pretty versatile engine. It's got its limitations, but I'm not exactly a professional programmer by trade. This is something that I've taught myself in my free time, along with anyone that's helping me out. So I mean, we do pay professionals for some things here and there, but Unity is probably the easiest engine to kind of get into and teach yourself how to do stuff like this with. So Unity is what we're using for this game. Oh, Max, thanks, man. Love you guys too. I love all you guys that are in here. I really appreciate you guys coming and stopping by to check this out. It's really cool you guys to stop by. Yeah, the sprinklers are going. It's a quick little animation. It's once you get up close to it, it looks a little cheap, but from the distance, I mean, obviously with this level, you're focusing on this house, so I thought seeing that in the distance, there's little things like that here and there, which is pretty cool. So INGTTV, thanks for following, man. Really appreciate the follow. And if I let's see, who have I missed? Cuban Sis, thanks for the follow, man. Max, really appreciate the follow. Josh Wiley, man, I'm sorry, I missed a lot of you guys in that right there. I might belly if I didn't get you. Case, Tata Lula, thank all you guys for the follow. I really appreciate that. I'm glad a lot of you guys decided to come out here and check this out. Insane details. Yeah, thanks, man. I think it's like the small touches that you put in there that kind of make the game unique and fun. Stuff like the glass. I mean, did it take a long time to put that into the game and decode that and to make it so that it wasn't taking a bunch of processing power? Yeah, it did. It was a pain, but For something tactical like this, where you might be using that window to, to shoot through to someone that's holding a hostage. I mean, I thought that was important. So it's a fun little detail. Maybe you wouldn't use it the entire time you play through the game, but maybe you would, and then that's something that you appreciate. So looks good, man. Thanks, man. And Max, cool. Appreciate it, guys. I appreciate all the praise. Again, this is a rough version, so I'm a little hesitant to show you guys, but I'm glad you guys are liking it. Epsi? Yeah, man. I mean, it's a lot of work. I'm sure you can appreciate more so than a lot of other people. It's a lot of work, man. Yeah, Unity has gotten pretty good throughout the years. I followed it for a while. We're still on a little bit of an older version of Unity right now, but the things that Unity has done within the past few years has been pretty cool, and it's getting better every time. So if we do decide to switch over to a newer version of Unity, I'm sure they've got a lot of cool features that we could add into. You'll help me test anytime. Thanks, Cube, man. I appreciate that. I might hit you up on that. I think I appreciate you think it's going to be a fun product. Yeah, I hope so, man. That's the goal. We want it to be fun. So it's part of why we're doing an interactive thing like this with people, because if you guys have questions, you guys got comments, you guys want something added to the game, you want to talk about something or discuss something, we're going to be doing this weekly. So it'd be awesome to have your guys' input on certain things. And if you don't like the way something's going, if you think something else needs work, that's stuff that we want to hear about. We think that's invaluable. So really appreciate you guys' input. Thanks, guys. Riley, you guys kind of all rated in here. I appreciate that. It's pretty cool to have you guys all in here. I appreciate that, guys. Um, so let's see what else we got here. I wanna run down everything else that we got before we get any other Q&A. Um, yeah, so these live streams, we're gonna give out information. We're gonna tell you guys what we've been working on, um, whether it's a little or a lot. Again, this is for pretty much all of us working on the project. This is a second job. Our first job takes a lot of our time, so when we can get some time in and work on this, we will. And we're going to update you weekly, or at least, every weekend that I'm off, I'm going to be updating you guys on this and telling you what's been going on, whether it's a little or a lot. And whatever I say on here, anything that's important, anything that needs to be highlighted, we're going to put that. Again, I can't show you because the website's not working here, but I'm gonna post that on the forum at 109below.com. We have a forum there. It's another great way if you guys want to interact with us, ask us questions, get some input on the game. You guys can head over there and hit up one of the threads. We'll try and put all the important notes of what's been discussed and what's been worked on the forum. So today is going to be a little bit of a bigger one because it's been a while since we've done an update. There's a lot to put on there, but in case you guys forget anything that we talked about, we're gonna have that on there for people to look at. And again, we put information out on Facebook, Twitter. 109 Below is the handle for both of those. And if anything else fails, I mean, you guys can email us, support at 109below.com, or my email is matt at 109below.com. With that being said, as you guys can see, it's kind of a small community at this point because the game is so early on, but word of mouth helps. That's probably our biggest promotional style. Part of the reason, again, that the Kickstarter didn't go so well is we found out early on that Kickstarter is not what it used to be, and that's my fault for not knowing that. Kickstarter requires quite a bit of marketing, and that's not something that we wanted to invest a lot of money into. We'd rather invest our money into the product itself. So we did have a little bit of a word of mouth campaign going on. We had a pretty good thread on Reddit, which probably got us most of our support, which was awesome. If any of you guys are from Reddit, thank you very much for being a part of that thread and for sharing that and getting it to where it got to on Reddit. But we think it's more important to put our money into the game, so we're never going to spend a whole ton of money on marketing. So again, we appreciate you guys being here. If you know someone that you think would like this game or that's into police stuff, or anyone that just might want to support us, word of mouth is awesome, and if you can do that, that's amazing. We really appreciate that. That being said, I'll try and catch up with chat here again. Just lots of words of support. I appreciate that, guys. We're going to try and keep these brief too. We know you guys are all living your lives. You got a lot of important stuff to do. So if you guys just want the updates, that's what this stream is going to be about. It's going to be brief and to the point so that we can get to the Q&A sessions. You guys can interact with us, and then you guys can get about your lives again. We're not going to drag this out. We're not trying to make this into something that it's not. It's basically just an update. Again, we're going to be having other content on here, so if you guys want to stop by for that, it's awesome. The next live stream that's going to be an update on the game is going to be Tuesday, the 12th, May 12th, and it's going to be again at 8 p.m. Central Time. We're going to update the Twitch stream to show that as the next date that we're going to be streaming. Again, like I said, we'll be popping in here and there in between then, but that's going to be the next update on the game. That being said, unless anyone else has any other questions, wants to talk about anything else, you can reach us on social media, the forums, or email if you guys need to talk to us after that. So again, I really appreciate you guys coming out here, and if there's no other questions, I hope you guys enjoy the weekend, and thanks for stopping by. All right, sounds like that's all we got. Thanks, Cube. Appreciate it, man. All right, guys, like I said, have a great weekend. Appreciate everything you guys have done for us, and hit us up if you have any questions. Have a good one.